All right, man. Welcome to the Crow Discovery Project. I went out today. I had big plans to do some solar filming, and I'll show you what happened. I wanted to head down to the beach because we had an absolutely beautiful day. There was not a cloud in the sky. Not a chemtrail to be seen, as you can start to see, and I'll show you more footage as we go along here. I'll show you what happened over the course of about 2.5 hours tops. As I headed down to the beach, you can see it's just one of these beautiful days. The haze all baled up and rolled. Just shooting some things as I went along. Got finally down to the lane where I kind of sneak down to the beach this way. And I got there, and what do I see? Just a gorgeous day. But let me run the audio. All right, man, it's a really beautiful day today. As you can see, they haven't been spraying. It's just all blue sky. And so I will be filming the sun today. But first, I gotta cruise. I'm gonna walk down the beach down to that area way down there where the land goes out. But look at that, man. Actually, let me see if I can zoom out. There we go. Look at that. No chem planes. Watch, straight up. So cool. Little cormorant sitting on the rock there. Focus in. Put on my small lens for today because there's no chem planes, so I can see more. Anyhow, yeah. Solar filming today for sure. And jellyfish. But look how clear that water is today. Lately I've been coming down and it's like really kind of cloudy and coffee looking. It's just beautiful. But it looks like the jellyfish are starting to come. Sometimes there's like lots of them. And here's another jellyfish. And this one's still alive, but not for long. Alright, well, unfortunately, as you can see, the chem jackasses are back, ruining my solar filming day probably. There's a full 360. There's the sun now all covered in, let me see if I can darken this down. There. There's the sun shrouded in chem debris. Alright, we walked all the way down and the water is just very, very clear today. Thinking about going and trying to get some kayaks. Either that or maybe head over to NONSTOP Pond because we hear there might be some otters living there, which I've never seen otters here. Alright, well, I got back from my walk. Actually, maybe if I darken this down, you can see better. Now, the whole sky is chemtrails. And there, let me darken it way down. There's the sun completely covered in chem debris. And when I darkened it, you may not, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but the complete sun is haloed in chem debris. I'll lighten it back up. Matter of fact, I can shoot straight at the sun with no worries. So you saw the kind of blue skies. There's a complete 360. Oh, maybe I should lighten it up, sorry. There's a complete 360. And it's chemtrails, whole sky, everywhere.
And then at standard exposure, there's the sun. If I totally choke it down, you can see, I don't know how well the chem debris will show up, but to my eyes, there is a complete halo of debris around the sun. So I cannot use the solar scope because I will not be able to focus. So there it is, man.
All right, so there it is, man. It's a bit unreal. You know, I go out. This place is a beautiful place. When it's not frozen, it is something to see. But the more I go out and look around, you know, this image is kind of pretty emblematic of what's going on. The environment is getting trashed. The chemtrails are literally nonstop. There are so few days when we get a blue sky. The sea life, it's dying. There's just, the life does not exist at the numbers and populations it once did. Seaweed is too much. But to end on a more positive note, these are kind of cool. They grow all over around in the area that I am. They're called hydrangeas. They're typically white. They can be different colors. But the white ones are cool because if you bury nails so that the nails rust, the iron or the iron oxide, I forget what it is, turns them blue like this. So they're really kind of beautiful. But, you know, what we see going on with chemtrails has been going on for, I don't know, a long, long time. Certainly over a decade, probably much longer than that. People need to get out and film this and start posting it and make the footage ubiquitous. Don't argue with people. Don't, you know, if they want to ask you a question, explain what you know. But just by simply posting footage, lots of it, at some point this becomes undeniable. Here again today, I had big plans to get out my hydrogen alpha telescope because it was such great seeing last night. I did some night filming for a little bit last night. Didn't catch anything of interest, but I was going to be all over the sun today, and it's just not possible. And you can see why. Anyhow, I hope you guys will come visit me over at crow777radio.com, my podcast website. I will be rebuilding that soon. After all, for those of you that are unaware, YouTube Heroes is coming. If you don't know what YouTube Heroes is, you need to go catch up. Look that up. It is a YouTube clip made by YouTube. It is the death knell for free speech. We all got to think about getting private websites now because what we are allowed to say on social media is going to diminish over time greatly. And YouTube Heroes, a bit like the Patriot Act, right? YouTube Heroes is, I mean, if you just watch that clip, you can understand.